So I'm going to pour a bit of petrol into the petrol tank. Now if we'll see now there's that seal, I'll bring you down here and we'll get a better look. So tap is off. I just want to make sure that things are nice and dry up around there. And my doughty washer. As I did have to do a bit of flattening. And now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the tap. And if I'm not happy with the colour stuff coming out of there going into the carb, I'll literally just drain the carb. Simple as that. So that looks like the colour of petrol anyway. Are we leaking anywhere? Now we're leaking in that fuel pipe at the back. Let's give it another little tighten. It's going to get a little bit of white paper, so we'll see if our leak has stopped. It never leaks here usually anyway. I'm more concerned about everywhere else, like up under there. Because of the repairs that was done up there, you know, it's left it very unlevel. So another little nip on that. Turn on our fuel. And it's leaking again. That's strange. Anyway, I'm not worried about that. I'll take it off again and have a look. The seal and washer on the end of it might just be moved a little bit. But apart from that, I'm more concerned about having it nice and dry around the glass bowl. And more than anything, having it nice and dry up there. So I think we're winning there anyway. What happened was the seal and washer was pulled off the end of the pipe. I literally just had to push it back on and retighten. So we'll see now, are we leaking? No. Now another little thing that I'm very, very happy about, and it mightn't mean much to people who can smell, but I haven't been able to smell in years. And I got sinus surgery done 2 weeks ago. And literally as of 20 minutes ago, I started to smell the sealant in there. And now when that petrol was leaking, I can actually smell it. And to be honest with you, it's I'm very happy about that. But it also brings me back to when I used to work on one of the Ferguson 20 TVO. And I remember the smells of the kerosene when it was running, and simple things like the petrol leaking down in your hand there when you're tightening things up, and the smell of it. It's lovely to actually be able to smell it again. And all of that really has prompted me to buy this tractor. So that looks like the colour of petrol, really nice and clear. Now I'm going to, there's no point putting trying kerosene, otherwise it'll just run down to the carburetor. So what I'll do is, I'm happy enough that doesn't look polluted at all. If it was, as I said, all I would have done was literally ran it out through the drain plug here. So yeah, I'm happy with that so far. So I'm going to put the front rubber and coach bolt on that each side, and I might try it for a start because it hasn't been ran now in a good while. I'm going to try it for a start. A good bit of work has been done on this. I did a lot of work on the rocker shaft, replacing it. I have worked on the thermostat housing, and I've since managed to get a tax book for the tractor, and it's now taxed and insured. The tractor was sold without any paperwork. So there are just some small little things I've been doing. On with our petrol. Into neutral. On our ignition, bit of rev, out of the choke. clear. Didn't put the coach bolt this side because that's where I had a week, so I want to just keep an eye out for the next few days. Thermostat housing. That's good. Indian head is great stuff. Sealing. Radiator hoses that we did a bit of work on, or bypass hose, new jubilee on bottom hose, got our tank mounted, just hand tight. Nice and dry up around there, no weeping, that's good. Our oil pressure is good. Okay, I'm going to call that a good job well done. Just have to throw a bit of kerosene in it when it warms. So I'm after taking it for a spin. So about 2 miles away from the house now. It sounds really quiet. Everything seems to be dry anywhere there that I was keeping an eye on. The rocker shaft sounds nice and quiet. So let's bring you with me for a bit of the journey. Very windy. Sticking nicely at 80 degrees there, just above it when she warms. The carb could do with a little bit of a tune, I'd say. It'll stick it over, but no big deal. So we're back. We had a nice spin down the main road, good 2,000 revs. Sounds very good. Might have a slight little weep there, but sure, what harm. Might just be a matter of tightening it. Could just be a bit of that kerosene around the cork that was soaked in. Odd little spit from the exhaust, so let's give it a tiny little richening in there. I'm not too worried about that. I think a lot of the time it's just a build-up of exhaust gases. Give it a little quarter turn. So yeah, the rocker shaft sounds really good. I did have a problem before now with valve clearance. It just literally kept increasing. So this sounds exactly the same as it does now as it did when I left. So I think we might just, please God, now have sorted that. That engine sounds fairly happy. Okay, so let's pack it back in and we'll have a quick look at the places it was leaking and see are we still dry. I'm moving the radiator forward there. You probably remember I was doing that. I just wanted to make sure that everything was getting cleared here, that the bonnet wasn't touching it. And it seems to be okay. So we moved it forward to take out the kink in the top radiator hose pipe that I had to kind of manufacture for it. So that's another job done and another job sorted. So back in with the grill. I'm going to leave the door open on it for a while, let the do it no harm to soak up a bit of heat. My plan for this now is to bring it to the local St. Patrick's Day parade in the village. It's about 5 miles away. So what I'm going to be doing between now and then is trying to bring it on a few spins now that the evens are a bit longer, and fine tune it a bit and make sure it's good and reliable so that I can hopefully drive it there and back now that it's taxed and insured and it has its reg and paperwork. So I'm very happy after that spin. It's running very well when it's revved up. It's a little bit spitty when it's ticking over. Not too worried about that. I think a lot of that, as I said, is the down exhaust. Just the silencer filling up with fumes, and then it's coming back up the pipe and it's getting eventually pushed out, and you'll hear a little bit of a spit or a fart out of it. I don't think it's the actual engine misfiring or anything like that. So look, that is about it for this video on the tank sealer. I hadn't started since I did the thermostat housing and the radiator hose pipes as well, and the throttle rod. So the last few videos kind of are all amalgamated, we'll say, into today's final starting. So I hope everyone is enjoying the series so far. I do plan on keep going and hopefully recording everything I do on it. But now I think it is definitely time to start recording a few videos of it driving and try and test that bit of it.